What if one man held the power to change the course of history? As the thunder of cannon fire echoed across the fields, a young general stood firm, a beacon of hope amidst chaos. His name was George Washington, and his journey would lead to the birth of a new nation. Born in 1732, Virginia, Washington grew up on a tobacco plantation. The sprawling fields were a far cry from the epic battles he would one day lead. As a boy, he was influenced by his father's strong work ethic and the lessons of colonial life. At age 11, George lost his father, a pivotal moment that molded his character. Left to navigate the complexities of life, he learned the value of resilience and determination, traits that would serve him well in the years to come. In his teenage years, Washington became a land surveyor, traversing the untamed wilderness of Virginia. The vast landscapes he explored instilled in him a love for the land and a vision of what it could become. As the tensions between the American colonies and Britain escalated, Washington's leadership qualities began to shine. He enlisted in the Virginia militia, quickly rising through the ranks during the French and Indian War. The war left its mark on him. He became acutely aware of the need for unity among the colonies. But what Washington found next would change everything. The call for independence was growing louder. By 1775, the Revolutionary War had begun. Washington was appointed commander-in-chief of the Continental Army, a monumental task that would test his resolve and leadership like never before. Leading an army composed of farmers and tradesmen, Washington faced tremendous challenges. The odds were stacked against him, yet his determination inspired his men to persevere against the might of the British Empire. In 1776, the American Declaration of Independence was signed. It proclaimed a new vision for freedom, and Washington stood at the forefront, a symbol of hope for a nation on the brink of existence. The winter at Valley Forge was brutal. Washington's leadership was tested as his men suffered through starvation and cold. Yet his unwavering spirit turned despair into resilience, forging a stronger army. Through bleak times, Washington's resolve never wavered. He implemented training programs, transforming his ragtag band into a professional fighting force, embodying the spirit of the Revolution. The turning point came at the Battle of Saratoga in 1777. It was here that Washington's strategic brilliance began to shine, leading to a significant victory that would ultimately secure French support. With the French alliance solidified, the tide of war began to shift. Washington's leadership was not just about battles, it was about building alliances that would ensure the survival of the nascent nation. As the final battle approached, the Siege of Yorktown in 1781 would define Washington's legacy. Coordinating land and naval forces with remarkable precision, he orchestrated a decisive victory over General Cornwallis. When Cornwallis surrendered, the dream of independence was realized. Washington had not only led an army, but it also inspired the hearts of millions, becoming a symbol of freedom. After the war, Washington faced yet another challenge, the formation of a new government. The task was monumental, requiring wisdom and a steady hand to unify diverse interests. Elected as the first president in 1789, Washington carried the weight of a nation on his shoulders. He knew that every decision would shape the future of America. His presidency was marked by challenges. Washington had to navigate political factions and foreign threats, all while trying to maintain the ideals of the Revolution. In his farewell address, Washington warned against political parties and foreign entanglements. His foresight and wisdom would guide future generations, a true testament to his leadership. Retiring to Mount Vernon, Washington, reflected on his journey. The farm became a sanctuary where he could unwind and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Yet he remained a steadfast advisor for the new nation. His legacy, however, was only beginning to take shape. Washington's commitment to unity and democracy would inspire future leaders, echoing through the annals of American history. As the United States grew, so did Washington's stature. Monuments and memorials were erected, symbolizing the enduring impact of a leader who dared to dream of a nation united in liberty. His influence extended beyond the grave. Washington's principles guided the nation through trials and tribulations, his vision of democracy a beacon for generations to come. But it was not without personal sacrifice. Washington faced immense pressure and scrutiny, often questioning the decisions he made in the name of freedom. His passing in 1799 marked the end of an era, yet even in death, Washington remained a symbol of American ideals, his legacy woven into the very fabric of the nation. In the years that followed, Washington's character and achievements became the foundation of American identity, shaping the narrative of what it meant to be a citizen of the United States. From the battlefields to the presidency, Washington's journey was one of courage and conviction. He embodied the spirit of a nation striving for freedom, a testament to what can be achieved through steadfast dedication. Yet, as history often reveals, no figure is without flaws. Washington's legacy also reflects the complexities of his time, including the institution of slavery that marred the promise of freedom. In acknowledging these truths, we honor Washington's humanity. His failures and triumphs remind us that the journey towards a more perfect union is ongoing. Today, we continue to grapple with the ideals Washington fought for. His vision remains a guiding light as we navigate the complexities of modern democracy. As we reflect on George Washington's legacy, we are reminded of the importance of leadership in shaping a nation's future. His life serves as a call to action for us all. In the quiet moments of reflection, we can find inspiration in Washington's courage. His journey teaches us that even in times of uncertainty, determination can lead to greatness. As we honor his memory, let us strive to uphold the values he championed: unity, resilience, and the enduring pursuit of liberty. The story of George Washington is more than just one man's journey. It is the story of a nation's birth, an enduring legacy, and a reminder of the power of leadership in shaping history. As we reflect on Washington's legacy, we invite you to explore the stories of those who shaped our nation further. Subscribe to delve deeper into the lives of remarkable figures who changed history. As the Revolutionary War raged on, Washington faced intense pressure from both his men and the Continental Congress. The battles were relentless, each day testing his resolve. Yet, through the storm of conflict, Washington remained a symbol of hope, rallying his troops with an unwavering spirit. The winter of 1777 was particularly brutal, marked by the harsh conditions at Valley Forge. Supplies were scarce and morale plummeted. Yet, amidst the suffering, Washington's leadership shone through as he instilled resilience in his men, transforming them into a disciplined fighting force. Word of Washington's steadfastness at Valley Forge spread, igniting a renewed fervor among the colonies. In towns and cities, the spirit of independence grew. Washington's ability to inspire was not merely through words, but through his very presence and sacrifices. In 1778, Washington's strategic acumen became evident as he orchestrated a daring counteroffensive at Monmouth. His ability to adapt in the heat of battle showcased his brilliance as a military leader, earning him respect beyond the battlefield. As the war continued, Washington realized that victory required more than just military might. It demanded alliances. He sought the support of foreign nations, notably France, changing the course of the conflict and laying the groundwork for an eventual victory against the British. With the French alliance secured, the tides of war shifted. The decisive victory at Yorktown in 1781 marked a turning point, trapping the British forces and sealing their fate. Washington's leadership was pivotal, pushing through challenges and doubt towards triumph. As peace settled over the land, the challenge of nation-building loomed large. Washington understood that a new government was essential for the future. The Articles of Confederation were a shaky foundation, leading to calls for a stronger federal structure. In 1787, delegates convened in Philadelphia for the Constitutional Convention. Washington presided over the gathering, his presence lending authority to the discussions. The debates were contentious, but Washington's commitment to unity guided the delegates toward compromise. The culmination of their efforts was the Constitution, a groundbreaking document that established the framework of American governance. Washington's approval was crucial, symbolizing hope for the fledgling nation and affirming the principles of democracy. In 1789, George Washington was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States. His leadership style was characterized by humility and self-restraint, as he navigated the complexities of a newly formed government, setting the precedent for future leaders. As president, Washington faced numerous challenges, including foreign threats and domestic unrest. His commitment to neutrality in foreign affairs was tested, yet he understood that the nation's stability depended on avoiding entanglements in European conflicts. The Whiskey Rebellion of 1794 presented a crucial test of federal authority. Washington responded decisively, leading troops to quell the unrest, emphasizing the importance of law and order in the new republic. Throughout his presidency, Washington highlighted the significance of unity. In his farewell address, he warned against the divisive nature of political parties and foreign alliances, laying the groundwork for the nation's future principles. When Washington stepped down in 1797, he left behind a nation brimming with potential yet fraught with challenges. His voluntary departure set a precedent of peaceful transfer of power, embodying the democratic principles he so fervently fought for. Washington returned to Mount Vernon, his beloved estate, where he spent his later years reflecting on the nascent nation. His commitment to public service remained strong as he continued to engage with issues facing the young republic. As he tended to his land and engaged with neighbors, Washington's character resonated with the ideals of selflessness and duty. His contributions to the nation transcended his military victories, ultimately shaping the identity of the United States. George Washington passed away on December 14, 1799, leaving a profound legacy of leadership, integrity, and sacrifice. His funeral was a national event, a testament to the deep respect he commanded across the young nation. In the years that followed, Washington's image became synonymous with American ideals. Statues and monuments arose in his honor, each standing as a reminder of his unwavering dedication to the principles upon which the nation was built. Washington's story continues to inspire generations, a narrative woven into the fabric of American history. His leadership during times of crisis serves as a beacon for current and future leaders navigating complex challenges. As we conclude this exploration of George Washington's remarkable journey, we reflect on the essence of his legacy. A reminder that leadership is not merely about power, but about the responsibility to guide a nation towards its highest ideals. Join us in our next chapter as we explore the lives of other remarkable figures in history. As the dust settled on the Revolutionary War, George Washington faced a new challenge. Uniting a fractured nation, the ideals of freedom and independence clashed with the realities of governance. Washington understood that leadership required more than military success. It demanded vision and resolve. In 1787, Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention, where heated debates echoed in the hall. Delegates clashed over representation and power, yet Washington's calm presence became a unifying force. His leadership was the anchor amidst stormy discussions. Despite his stature, Washington was not impervious to doubt. As he listened to the arguments, he pondered whether the young republic could withstand the tests ahead. The whispers of disunity were unsettling, yet he held steadfast to his vision of a united nation. When the Constitution was finally ratified, Washington was unanimously elected as the first president. The moment was monumental, yet it came with a heavy burden. He knew that the eyes of the world were upon him, watching for signs of strength or failure. As president, Washington faced a myriad of challenges: economic instability, foreign threats, and the looming question of federal power. He established precedents that would shape the presidency for generations, balancing authority with humility. The Whiskey Rebellion unfolded in 1794. Testing his resolve, farmers protested against taxes, threatening civil unrest. Washington knew that responding firmly was crucial to maintaining order and ensuring the fledgling government's legitimacy. Deciding to quell the rebellion, Washington personally led troops into the field. His presence signaled that no one was above the law. The action reaffirmed federal authority, yet it also ignited debates about the limits of governmental power. Throughout his presidency, Washington emphasized neutrality in foreign affairs. In his farewell address, he warned against entangling alliances, a message that would resonate for decades. His wisdom would echo in the hearts of future leaders. As he stepped down from the presidency in 1797, Washington left behind a nation on the brink of greatness. His decision to relinquish power set a precedent for peaceful transitions, a cornerstone of American democracy. But the nation was not without challenges. Political factions emerged, and the spirit of unity began to fray. Washington's warnings seemed prophetic, and the ideals he fought for were put to the test. Washington retired to Mount Vernon, yet his legacy loomed large. The struggles and triumphs of his presidency would serve as a foundation for the young republic. His life became a guiding light for future generations. In his private moments, Washington reflected upon the sacrifices made and the uncertain path ahead. He grappled with the knowledge that the ideals of democracy are fragile, reliant on the hearts of its citizens. Years after his passing, the nation would look back on Washington's life as a source of inspiration. His image graced monuments and currency, symbolizing the birth of a nation that sought to embody his vision. Yet, as history would reveal, the nation was far from perfect. Washington's legacy was complex, entwined with the very issues of slavery and inequality that would plague the Republic for generations to come. As the challenges of governance persisted, Washington's story became a lens through which future leaders would navigate their own trials. His struggles and triumphs held lessons that would resonate through the years. The torch of leadership was passed on, but Washington's ideals continued to stir the hearts of Americans. The dream of a more perfect union became a call to action for generations that followed. In schools and homes across the nation, his principles were taught, inspiring young minds to think critically about democracy. Washington became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the enduring pursuit of freedom. As debates about the role of government and citizen rights raged on, Washington's warnings about partisanship were often revisited. His foresight provided a guiding compass during times of division. In the modern age, Washington's face remains synonymous with American values. His image serves not just as a memory of what was, but as a challenge to uphold the ideals of freedom and equality for all. However, the discussion around his legacy continues. The complexities of his life compel us to engage with the past, acknowledging both the achievements and failures that shaped the nation. With each generation, the narrative of Washington evolves. Scholars and activists alike grapple with his contributions, seeking to understand how his decisions influence contemporary America. Today, Washington's legacy is a tapestry woven with threads of strength, failure, and aspiration. It urges us to look not only at the man, but at the nation he helped create, and the work that remains. As we reflect on Washington's journey, we are reminded that the quest for unity and justice is ongoing. His life encapsulates the essence of what it means to lead with integrity. Washington's story encourages us to engage with our own responsibilities as citizens. The challenge of democracy lies not just in governance, but in the active participation of its people. The lessons learned from Washington's leadership resonate through time. They remind us that each generation must strive to uphold the principles of liberty and justice, ensuring they remain vibrant and relevant. In every challenge, be it domestic or international, his spirit serves as a beacon. Washington's life exemplifies the strength that emerges when leaders act with purpose and compassion. As we navigate the complexities of our time, the legacy of George Washington continues to illuminate the path ahead. His vision for a united nation remains a guiding principle for us all. As Washington stepped down from the presidency, the nation held its breath. His farewell address was not merely a goodbye, it was a guiding light for the fledgling republic. In these final words, he cautioned against the dangers of political division, urging unity above all else. The revelatory moment came when Washington shared his vision for future generations. He envisioned a nation not merely bound by geography, but by shared ideals and values. This vision would echo through the years, shaping the identity of America. Yet, as the nation progressed, Washington's warnings about factionalism became prophetic. Splintered political parties began to rise, threatening the very foundation he fought to establish. Each schism felt like a challenge to his legacy. Despite the turmoil, Washington's influence remained a steadfast force. His image was enshrined in the minds of citizens, a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. Statues and portraits began to emerge, immortalizing his contributions. Washington's legacy further solidified during the War of 1812. As the fledgling nation faced external threats, his past leadership became a rallying point. Citizens invoked his name, seeking the steadfastness he embodied. In the years following his death, tributes flourished. Washington's birthday became a national holiday, a celebration of both his life and the ideals he championed. Yet, these celebrations also sparked discussions about the nation's evolving identity. As the nation grappled with its growing pains, the question of slavery loomed large. Washington's personal struggles with this issue complicate his legacy, creating a narrative of both accomplishment and moral dilemma. In the 20th century, Washington's legacy was scrutinized anew. Scholars sought to reconcile his role as a founding father with the realities of slavery and equality. Debates ignited, reflecting the ongoing journey of the nation. Despite the evolving discourse, Washington's contributions to democracy were indisputable. His insistence on a peaceful transition of power set a precedent unmatched in history, inspiring democratic movements around the world. The creation of the Washington Monument in the 19th century became a testament to his enduring legacy. Towering above the national landscape, it represented not just a man, but the ideals of a nation striving for greatness. As the nation continued to evolve, his name adorned countless institutions. From schools to military bases, each naming served as a reminder of the principles the general held dear and his unwavering commitment to the Republic. In the face of adversity, Washington's image has been invoked in times of national crisis, reminding citizens of the strength found in unity and purpose. His ideals continue to resonate in the hearts of Americans. As America faced civil rights movements and calls for equality, Washington's legacy was once again scrutinized. Activists sought to underline the necessity for justice, urging the nation to live up to its founding promises. In contemporary times, Washington's leadership style is studied in classrooms across the globe. His ability to navigate the complexities of leadership is a lesson for new generations of leaders, aspiring to emulate his qualities. As the nation confronts new challenges, Washington's legacy acts as a compass. His emphasis on integrity, humility, and civic duty inspires leaders to embody these values in navigating modern complexities. In a world increasingly divided, Washington's call for unity serves as an essential reminder. His life story encourages reflection on our roles in building a better society, one rooted in respect and understanding. Washington's enduring legacy is reflected in the spirit of the nation. Every 4th of July, as fireworks illuminate the sky, Americans commemorate not only independence, but the vision of a united future. As we reflect on Washington's life, we are reminded that leadership transcends personal ambition. It is about fostering connections, understanding, and paving pathways for those who follow. Ultimately, George Washington's journey from a military leader to the first president of the United States symbolizes the spirit of resilience and fortitude. His legacy invites us to strive for greatness in our pursuits. In the end, Washington's life reminds us that the foundations of democracy are fragile yet powerful. As we carry his legacy forward, let us embrace the ideals of unity, justice, and dedication to the common good.